All right, good morning. So we survived the thunderstorm yesterday. Probably within 30 minutes of me ending the video yesterday, we just had huge gusts of wind, pretty big thunderstorm, worst storm that I've ever tented in. I think I've probably been in worse storms, but I've been in like a shelter of some sort. So that was a new experience. Being in a tent, I did fine. I made it through, but everything in my tent is like damp now. And that's kind of a frustrating feeling, knowing that like I'm not gonna have warm, dry things at camp tonight. So hopefully at some point, like the sun's out now, hopefully we find a spot that we can kind of like lay some stuff out and let it sun dry for a little bit while we take like a lunch break or something like that. That would be great. We don't have phone service, but I think there's still another chance of rain today, like this afternoon. But I think it was a lot lower of a chance, so we'll just kind of see how that goes. Plan for today, or plan for the next couple of days. We are 52 miles from Silver Bay, which is the next town stop. So we're hoping to do over 20 today, over 20 tomorrow, and then like 5 miles into town on Sunday. That's the plan. We can very much adjust it if we need to, but that's just kind of what we're shooting for. I think both of us are really looking forward to a town stay, just to get, showered and fed, and just kind of have some comforts of town life. So that's kind of the agenda right now. That's kind of what's going on. My feet feel good right now, but they do every morning. So I'll be anxious to see how they feel in a couple of hours. But that's it for now. Just gonna hike and power through another day. You can see here just how wet the trail is today.
I think I should try and reposition it.
The log?
Yeah. Bring it back. See, it floated off from over here.
I mean, you can try. Oh gosh.
Only 1 foot.
Really?
Only 1 foot.
Wow.
I think I can push.
All right, time for a little update. It is almost 2 o'clock. We've gone about 13 miles. Very, very slow going today. It's just been like a constant drizzle. So all the rocks and roots and everything's wet. And then there have been so many blowdowns. Some of them look fresh from probably the storm last night. But it's just slow going. My feet are really hurting. I'm trying to stay positive. Been taking pain medicine, trying to get my feet to stop hurting, but it's pretty hard at times. It's not been a good day. Oh gosh. That's okay. Not every day is going to be a good day out in the backcountry. It's just not. That's all right. So I think maybe like 9 more miles to go today, maybe 10. Just hoping for less blowdowns, and then should be able to make some faster progress. Okay, so update. Since I last filmed that little clip about how hiking is hard and there's been a lot of blowdowns, we passed some other hikers who said the blowdowns continue to get really bad. And both of us are hurting and feeling discouraged. And so we have a bar of service and we decided to try to get into town. So we have a shuttle coming. She should be here in about an hour. I think it's about 4 p.m. right now. So she should be here at about 5 p.m. And she's going to take us into town so that we can dry out and recoup and decide what to do. So it's exciting. We're really glad to be getting into town. It's nothing's convenient from where we're located. We are in the middle of nowhere. So just to have someone willing to come out and get us is such a blessing. So looking forward to that, to getting into town and drying out. All right, I have been home and off trail for a month or maybe longer, and so it is way past time for me to update on what happened. So the last video that I posted from trail is my last day on the Superior hiking trail. So we got picked up. Euchre and I got picked up with a shuttle driver who took us into town, and I decided that I was done. And then I think the next day, Euchre decided that he was done, and we both went home. And that is where I've been since then. So I'm on a walk right now in my community. And I just thought I would take a couple minutes to share what happened. So the trail conditions before the thunderstorms were not good with all the downed trees. But then after the thunderstorm, there were more downed trees, and there were times it just felt downright dangerous and stupid to be out there. It just felt like we were constantly having to compromise our safety to get around these trees. Pair that with the foot pain that I was experiencing, and I was eager to get off trail and did not look back and did not regret it. I was relieved when I called it quits. So in that respect, I'm really glad that I made the decision not to continue. What is hard for me is another failed hike attempt. It's my second time this year that I've set out to do something and haven't accomplished it, and that is what I struggle with. And that's why it's taken me so long to post an update on what's been going on. So after I got back from Minnesota for the first couple of weeks, I felt pretty discouraged about hiking. I know it's dramatic, but I kind of thought like maybe my hiking days are over. Maybe it's just not something I'm cut out for anymore. But I've had family and friends remind me that just because I had 2 unsuccessful attempts this year doesn't mean that those trips weren't good or that I didn't get something out of those trips. And so now I'm more thankful for the hikes that I got to do this year and thankful for those opportunities. And now I'm looking forward to future hikes again. So I'm leaving soon for Pictured Rocks, and that is going to be a really beautiful, wonderful time that I'm really looking forward to. And then that's probably all the hiking I'm going to do this year. Maybe some little 1 or 2 nighters here or there, but nothing big. But I'm already looking forward to the future. I have other things that I want to do in hiking, and that will be in a future year. I still want to complete my Triple Crown in hiking, so that is the Pacific Crest Trail and the Continental Divide Trail. And I also still feel like I have unfinished business with the North Country Trail and the Superior Hiking Trail. I don't know that I will finish the North Country Trail as a through hike or even as a section hike. I think that dream has ended, but there are so many sections of that trail that I really want to backpack and experience, and so I have that to look forward to. So there's still a lot of hiking to come. I just feel like this year wasn't my year, and that's totally okay. I think that's life, that's realistic, and I just want to like hold myself accountable, and let you guys know that this is like reality. This is just how things go sometimes, but that doesn't mean that it's over for me. So this year though, I'm gonna go to Pictured Rocks. I do anticipate actually finishing that trail. I think there's a good chance that I will be successful in that hike. So I'm gonna end the year of hiking well. I'm going to really enjoy that hike, that trip. And then I'm going to train and look forward to future trails. Yeah, so just return back to normal life, go back to working, but always looking forward to the next adventure. So this channel, I'll post the Pictured Rocks hike, and then it's probably going to be quiet on here again as I just get back to normal life. But I will return when I have other trips planned in the future. And I just also wanted to say thank you to the people who have supported me by watching my videos, liking them, and commenting on the videos. It means so much to me that people are invested in my hikes and the things that I'm doing. When I've been MIA the last few weeks, people have been reaching out to making sure that I'm okay and see how I'm doing on trail, and that just means so much. I just don't know that I can really explain it, but just having people who don't know me still support me and root for me just is really a surreal feeling. So thank you for that, and thanks for being here.